Sup nerds, this is Garchi Collector Dan, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video showing off my pickups from this past weekend at Fort Lauderdale Collecticon. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now you're currently looking at one of my favorite pickups from the show, the complete badge set from the 1999 Pokemon League, as well as the complete set of gym badge promos from 2016 Evolutions release. Now, someone was asking, I believe, $120 for the entire set, and I offered them $100 and they took it. So I was super happy to pick that up. Pretty cheap set, I felt like, for all the badges and the promos. I even got the Pokemon League badge as well included in that set, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to definitely have to find a place to display this. I think it's super cool. I've been watching the anime, and I think, honestly, with the 30th anniversary coming up, it felt like a pretty undervalued set. So see how that does in the years to come. Let's clear this off here. Now, as I'm cleaning up a bit before I get into the rest of the cards, I just wanted to mention that I did actually record my sales at the show. I actually was wearing my DJI camera the entire show, so I recorded every deal I made on all the cards you're about to see, and I am going to be editing that and uploading it to the channel. I also looked at quite a few very nice vintage cards, specifically vintage Charizard. Spoiler alert, I unfortunately did not get a first edition PSA 9 base set Charizard. I know I'd mentioned that in my prior video, that was my goal, but I actually didn't even see a single PSA 9. I saw a couple PSA 8s, and then I saw a couple BGS 9s I looked at that I'll put into the video. Unfortunately, no PSA 9s. So that dream will have to live on to another day. But yeah, anyway, basically the gist of that story is that there will be some buyer POV videos coming your way soon from Collecticon, so stay tuned for that. Now let's get into the pickups. So this Tyranitar here, picked up towards the end of day 2. I really like these reverse hollows from specifically Delta Species, but just any EX era reverse hollow. I think they're really undervalued. I think the pops on a ton of them are low. I mean, this is pop 155, and this is probably one of the higher pop ones, I would say. But yeah, I think I paid like $140 for this. Not bad. Definitely a good hold for the long term, and I just really think these Delta Species cards are super cool. And yeah, it's me spilling the sauce a little bit there. Just going back to this real quick. These are, I think, a really good target to buy in this current market. Not much is undervalued, but I think if you can find a decent deal on these, even pick up like a few of them from someone, it's definitely worthwhile. All right, let's move on. We got a couple promos here. I mainly just picked these up because the swirl on them is nice. You can see the swirl on that Mew is super nice. And then this Porygon, kind of same story. I picked it up in a lot with a bigger card I'll get to towards the end. But these cards I thought were pretty cool, as I would pick them up pretty cheap, and I like swirls, as you guys know. I will probably eventually throw these in the case when I need cards to sell at any shows I'm vending, but for now I'm definitely glad to own them. And then let's see here. We got an Alt-Art Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. Now, this card is super nice. You can see me super clear, hey guys. But this card is really nice in person. Like, I really like the little village down here. I'm actually a Calyrex enjoyer, even though he is kind of a new, more obscure Pokemon. But unfortunately, the reason why this sticker's still on here is because this back centering is just absolutely toast. It might be hard to tell on camera, but yeah, I didn't really realize that at the time of purchasing, so I kind of want to get a new copy of this card. I do like that I own this card. I am trying to get all of the Chilling Reign Alt-Arts, as well as the Evolving Skies Alt-Arts, but I guess that's another story. But anyway, I'm pretty close to that, and I needed this one to check off the list, so hopefully I can swap it out for a better centered copy, and yeah, looking forward to owning that card for the long term. Next, we got a Professor's Oak setup. Now, this card's pretty low pop. I think it's only like 400 or 500, which is in a 10, which is pretty crazy for a Cosmic Eclipse card. And Professor Oak, one of the most iconic characters in the game. I picked this up because I really like the card, but also I think it's pretty undervalued. I paid, I believe, $220 for it, and I think it's super undervalued. Just because the pop's so low, and like this is the best Professor Oak card. Professor Oak's a pretty iconic character. You have the 3 Pokeballs to choose from there, so I think it's a super cool card. Really happy to own that one. Now let's see here. We got a couple. I'll do the set 2 at 1 here. 2 at once. We got the couple Team Rocket Returns Reverse Hollows PSA 9. We got the Rockets admin here, which I really like, the Persian and the I forget her name, but I believe she's in silver and gold, like the like when Team Rocket comes back. I guess hence Team Rocket returns, so I believe the set actually might focus on them. But anyway, super cool card there, and this is also reprinted in Celebrations, so felt pretty good to pick this up. I believe I paid $150 for both of these, which might be a tiny bit high, but they're both really low pop, so I feel pretty good about picking those up. And then Rocket's Mission, I actually think I like this one better. It just shows 2 Team Rocket's members just with Pokeballs in hand. Pretty cool card. All right, next we got the Rayquaza and Kyogre from Emerald. Now, I paid pretty high on these. I basically paid like eBay last sold on both of them, which I usually don't want to be doing if I'm buying with cash at a show, but these are just super clean cards. Like, they're really low pop, and I think they're going to do well in the long term. And there's plus also I just really like them. And this Rayquaza kind of has a little swirl. I don't know if you can see it, like, kind of coming out of his mouth a little bit there. So that's cool. Little half swirl. But yeah, I was really happy to pick these up. I usually like just the reverse hollows. Like, I would prefer to have the reverse hollows because I actually already have the Groudon reverse hollow, and then I have these 2 in hollow. So it'd be nice to get the Groudon regular hollow as well as these other 2 in reverse hollow and kind of have 2 sets of them. But for now, I'm happy to own these, and I think they're going to hold value well over the years to come. Let's see. This is another pickup with the other 2 swirly boys. I showed earlier the promos that I picked up with the bigger card. We'll show at the end. But I like this one because it has 2 swirls, as you can see. Entei next to his name, and then another swirl down here. So this will probably be PC. This was only like $40 sticker, and I think I got it at $30 with the deal I made. So super cheap, and double swirl card is always nice. Kind of hard to come by, so I think I'm going to hold on to this for a while and maybe see where we're at in a few years on it, but really happy to own that. Next, we got the Duraludon VMAX. Nothing crazy, but I think I paid $70 for this. Yeah, I just want, like I said, I want to complete all Evolving Skies, Alt-Arts, and PSA 10. I mean, I'm already going for the Evolution set, and I already have the Rayquaza V and VMAX, so at that point, I really just need the Dragonite. And then just the Golurk V and maybe a couple other smaller ones, Noivern V, and then I have the set in PSA 10, so I figured I might as well go for it. So it's just one of the cards I needed. I was already making a deal, and I figured I'd throw it in and get it for pretty cheap. I think I got it for maybe like $60, $65, so not bad. Pretty crazy, the price difference between this and the Umbreon, right? Even though they're, in theory, the same rarity, but anyway. Now, this is probably one of my favorite pickups of the show. This Deoxys Delta Species from EX Holland Phantoms, reverse hollow PSA 9. Really like the dark typing. It looks super good, super clean. The guy had it in a black graded guard, so I might honestly get one for that. I don't really put my reverse hollows in graded guards, but I might have to make an exception because of how clean it looked. And I believe this only popped like 17 or something crazy like that. It is such low pop. So I paid $140 for this, which I felt pretty good about. No print lines or anything. And this card's just super rare and super cool. And I think it's going to do well in the long term, but also I'm just really happy to own it. Like this, I have a bunch of reverse hollows like these. As I've said before, I think these cards are super undervalued in Mint 9 or even PSA 10. They're probably more fairly valued in PSA 10 than PSA 9 just because a lot of the 10s are such low pop. Even the 9s are very low pop, but the 10s are even more low pop, and people are kind of, I think, catching on to how valuable those are, and I think the 9s are kind of going to be the next to go when the 10s are all off the market or just thousands of dollars for them. So just trying to buy as many of these as I can, and yeah, this was a good pickup. I'm really happy to own this. All right, next we got a Pikachu reverse hollow Toys R Us promo. I just like this Pikachu art a lot, and I was a fan of Toys R Us growing up. I think this was like $40 or something. I don't know, $50 maybe. It's pretty cheap, and I just like this card. Sometimes I just see cards like this that I just like, and then I just buy, you know. It'd probably be nice to have this in a 10. I don't even know what the pop is in the 10. It could be pretty low, honestly. XY print quality was not good, but either way, I'm glad to have this. I like that the stamp reminds me of the reverse hollow stamp here, even though it's not the set name. It's just Toys R Us promo, but still think it's pretty cool. Anyway, next we got another Delta Species reverse. We got Jolteon here. Now, I was glad to pick this up, paid $180, no print lines or anything on it, and I should have brought out the rest of the set for this video, but now I'm only missing the Vaporeon. So if you have a Vaporeon Delta Species PSA 9 you're looking to sell, let me know, because I'm in desperate need of that. There's one on eBay listed for like $500 that I think is a little overvalued, but we'll see. I'm keeping a close eye on eBay, see if any copies pop up. But I'm really looking to get that Vaporeon to complete my set. Next, we got one more addition to the first edition Team Rocket Holo set. I saw a ton of Team Rocket Holos, PSA 9, but unfortunately this is the only one that had a swirl, and I don't think it's going to pick up on camera. Yeah, it's not picking up on camera, but just because the background's so dark. But he has a swirl like right below his arm, a full swirl there. So I thought that was pretty cool. As you guys know, I'm only trying to pick up copies of Team Rocket First Edition Holos with swirl, so I was glad to find one more to add to my collection. I think I'm almost halfway now, so that's pretty exciting. Now I picked up this Houndour as well. Houndour's rookie card, First Edition PSA 9. First printing of Houndour. It has a really nice swirl below his head there. And yeah, I'm a Houndour enjoyer. Now I really want to get the Houndoom from, I believe it's Neo Revelation. First Edition PSA 9 with a swirl would be ideal. And then I have the little set of two of them. So I'm really happy to pick that up. This is a little bit of an impulse buy, but if I see a really clean copy of a card, Wizard of the Coast era with a nice swirl on it, especially if it's a rookie card of a Pokemon, I'm all in. So that was a pretty no-brainer pick up there. Next, we got Rocket's Trap. I believe I picked this up for like $40 in the lot with the big card I'm talking about that I'm going to show at the end. It felt really undervalued, even though it's unlimited. It is, I mean, that's basically like Jessie from Team Rocket, right? I mean, not exactly, but I think that's what the card's trying to depict. And another Team Rocket grunt. And she's pointing at a swirl. It's hard to tell, but there is like a swirl. Yeah, you can see it a little bit there coming out of the top of the card. So I thought this was a super nice copy. At $50 value, like I just want to hold on to this. Like I could see this easily being $100, if not more, once Team Rocket comes out, once you get into the 30th anniversary. And if it's any less than that, I just want to hold on to it. I think it's a really nice card. Really like that art. All right, next we got Morty's Conviction. Now as some of you might know, I'm recently playing through Soul Silver on the my 3DS, and I'm almost done with the game. And Morty's was one of my favorite characters in the game. In fact, his gym, for those of you who might not know, you can do like an XP farm at his gym, because when you run off the edge of his gym, you can fall off and then just respawns you at the beginning. So you can just like hold down, get something like prop up your joystick and just like keep running and running. And then when I have a Pokemon in the daycare, you just leave your DS on for a couple days and it gets 1,000,000 XP. So that was pretty cool. So I figured, hey, I owe it to Morty for helping me get through the game. So I gotta get his card. And I think this is a really nice card. I paid $180 for this. Just a pure collection buy. I don't care if this goes to $0. I just really like this card. I really wanted it in 10. I'm glad to own it. And I guess that's a good segue into my first Pokemon video game pickup that I just grabbed off the shelf here. Totally forgot about it. I wasn't even going to show it off in this video till I just talked about Morty there for a second. But yeah, this is my complete in-box copy of Pokemon Soul Silver. Super nice copy. It was a little difficult getting it back in one piece just because my bag was very full and I had to wrap it up nicely. It got a tiny bit damaged, I think. Maybe the box is already damaged, but don't really care that much. It's my PC copy. And yeah, complete in box, super nice. Yeah. You know, I'm definitely I'm on the hunt for more Pokemon games. Like I think I mentioned before that I beat Fire Red and Emerald on an Ambernick Game Boy emulator I have recently, and now I'm just finishing up Soul Silver. So next I'm on to Gen 4, and I'm trying to beat all the Pokemon games. So I do think I want to collect all the Pokemon games eventually, but maybe this summer at the next CollectCon I'm going to in Kansas City, I can bring a more empty suitcase and try to make a deal on a bunch of games. I'm definitely interested in doing that. Now, here is another one of my favorite pickups. I got Red's Challenge PSA 10 from Unbroken Bonds and Blues Tactics PSA 10 from Unified Minds. And part of the reason this is my favorite pickup is because I actually picked these up with my brother. He was there watching me work the deal for these, and he first of all thought it was pretty funny how I was negotiating with the guy, and it was just funny to have him in the process. But the reason these cards now mean so much to me is because when I was playing the games, I always would name my rival Matt his name. And as you know, you usually play as Red. So this was like me buying myself in a card and then me buying like his card, like my rival, while he was there and watching me work the deal. So that was super cool. These cards I'll probably never sell, not because of the fact that I like the cards so much, because I do really like these cards, but now they have just such a good story behind them that I'm always going to remember the rest of my life, that like we were there together purchasing these, and then it was always the joke of how I named my rival after him, and yeah, he's my twin brother. I should have mentioned that before, so we're pretty close. We don't look anything alike, but yeah, anyway. Yeah, so there's definitely some meaning in these cards now, so that's super cool. I definitely will hold on to these for the long term. And then I was a little bit of an impulse trade, but I did pick up the green to go with them. I don't have a sister or anything. If I did, maybe I'd feel more sentimental about this card, but I don't. Just me and my brother. But yeah, it is cool to have this trio. Now this card, I could see myself selling eventually. I did just trade 3 of the EV PCTB promos sealed, and then I got $80 back. I mean, I've tried to sell those a bunch at like 3 or 4 shows, and no one was biting, and they've gone down in value a bit. So I just wanted to cash out into something a little more obscure in value. I mean, it's just a waifu, kind of a generic waifu trainer, but the pop's pretty low on this. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like in the 400 to 500s, and yeah, it's a good looking waifu. So I don't mind having it as part of the set, but I could see myself selling the green in the future. But the red and blue are going to be with me for life. All right, getting to the end here, guys. Appreciate you sticking with me. And if you're curious on what I paid for some of these other cards that I'm not necessarily telling the price on, definitely keep an eye out for the buyer POV video I'm going to be releasing eventually when I learn how to edit and take the time to do it. So this was one of my biggest pickups of the show, a first edition Red Cheeks PSA 9 in a beautiful voltage graded guard. Now this Pikachu is really nice, Red Cheeks, thick stamp. It's kind of off center, so that's a little annoying, but really I like that it's thick stamp a lot, and it's actually a really clean card. I picked it up from some like old man like sports card vendor. Like, don't really think he even like knew what he had necessarily. I mean, I paid $6.50 for it. I believe market is more like $7.50 to $8. So I got a pretty good deal on it, I would think. And I'm really glad to own this card. I really like that I have like the rookie Pikachu. Like this is in my opinion, the original Pikachu Grail card. I'm really happy to own it. And yeah, I guess the thing I like about graded guards, a little bit of a tangent, but I feel like it helps kind of mask the off-centeredness of the card a little bit. I mean, you can still kind of see it, but damn, that looks really good in person. And then also, another big pickup, Squirtle First Edition PSA 9. Squirtle's rookie card as well, and it's a gray stamp. It's hard to see on camera, but it's a thick gray stamp, which is really cool. I believe it paid like $225 or something. I got a good deal on this. And then I just wanted to show off again, you've seen this in past videos, but I do have the thick stamp First Edition Charmander. I wish I had a thick stamp First Edition Charizard. So now I'm just missing the Bulbasaur, and I actually had a chance to buy the Bulbasaur. Well, I saw 2 of them. I saw the Bulbasaur had a Bulbasaur, and he was asking $520, which it was pretty high, but I mean, last sold right at 500, which is so interesting because this is more like $250, $300, I think last sold. Same with this. And then this is like $650 for the Red Cheeks, then like $400, I think, $450 for Yellow Cheeks. But I don't understand why Bulbasaur is so much more expensive. Like, I just bought this really nice Squirtle. Like, I have to pay double this to get a Bulbasaur, and I think Bulbasaur is pretty cool, but I just didn't really get that, so I just didn't buy it. I mean, I had the money, I just didn't buy it, and I regret it a little bit, but I can't. At the end of the day, you know, it's like, I want to feel good about the things I buy and feel like I'm getting a decent deal and that they're valued fairly. And I feel like that Bulbasaur was crazy overvalued. I mean, it was like 2 last sold for like 500, but then the last sales like between 250 and 300. So I don't know why Bulbasaur is like the most expensive basically, but anyway, I am on the hunt for a Bulbasaur, looking to get one for a pretty good deal. And then I just want to show off my second to last pickup. This is the Venusaur from Expedition to go with my Blastoise from Expedition. And then, as you guys know, one of my favorite cards I own is my Charizard from Expedition, the beautiful Swirl. So having this trio is super cool. I was actually like considering selling this Blastoise. Like, I had it, I put it out on my table, I had it, brought it to Collecticon to possibly sell, but I already didn't realize I wasn't getting the first edition Charizard, didn't really need the extra cash, and now I'm really happy I have this set. I like having the sets of Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, I guess, just because we're doing it, and I have it right next to me. Here's another set of Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. So I guess I should have got the first edition set. Man, I'm missing one. But anyway, yeah. I really like collecting the trio. I mean, I think the trio is always going to hold value and do really well over time. So not only do I just really love and enjoy owning these cards, but also from an investment perspective, I think I'm going to be doing just fine on these. So yeah, super happy to have picked up the Venusaur and glad that I made the decision to keep my Expedition set intact. All right, this is the final card of the video, guys. Appreciate you sticking with me. That is Umbreon's rookie card, Umbreon First Edition PSA 9 from Neo Discovery. Now, I gotta move my stack of slabs here ever so carefully and get the light maybe a little more on the card because I want to show off this card really closely, but I'm having a hard time. The camera's already zoomed in. I'm going to post on my Instagram. If you get this far in the video, check out my Instagram because this card, it's not going to pick up on camera, but this card is insane. I believe it's double hollow error. So let me just set this down. Actually, let me see if I can... All right, I don't know if that's going to work. It's not really going to work, but this card's double hollow error, and it has a swirl directly like in his heart, like where his heart is, like right there in his chest. He has a full swirl that you can kind of see. It's not really picking up on camera, unfortunately, but you just got to trust. And this was kind of an all-time pickup. This is one of, if not my favorite card I own now. I mean, I think I say that every time I pick up a big card, but I've just recently fallen in love with the evolutions, and it's kind of ridiculous to me that I could have bought this card or bought the Umbreon VMAX PSA 10 for the same price. And to me, this card is just infinitely more valuable and will be infinitely more valuable. Not only does it have the hollow error with a double swirl on it, or sorry, double hollow error with a swirl like in Umbreon. Like truly, I think this could be a one-of-one copy. There's only like 500 PSA 9 first editions, and this is one of the most. This is the new Charizard, right? Like everyone's saying, like Umbreon's more powerful than Charizard. Like this is the rookie card. This is the first ever printing of Umbreon in a 9. There's like pop 500, and then the 10 pop. I don't really even know what it is, but I would assume it's like 100 or 200 max. So me buying this for, I believe it was 2,400, basically paid market. I feel great about that. I could see this easily being a $10,000 card in the next 5 to 10 years, especially if Pokemon continues the way it has been continuing. Not that I even want to sell it for that price, because it's just like truly like this is. I found my one-of-one Umbreon. Like this is like one of my holy grails. And the moon in the background, the original Moonbreon, it looks so good in person, so good. So yeah, I guess we'll just end the video there, guys. Thanks for watching this point. Really blessed to own this card and to own all these cards, and hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely stay tuned for my buyer POV video coming out soon, as well as I'm going to finally put up a vendor POV video of me vending the Collector Expo a couple weeks ago. So stay tuned for those videos. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.